answer some mail today, some comments right here on a show. So stay tuned. We'll just have a casual chat. Hey, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hanson. Thought I'd just spend the evening. I just got off of a 12-hour shift. I worked extra today. Today was supposed to be the first day of my vacation, but I got called into work. They needed an extra body. So I went ahead and accommodated them and spent 12 hours at work today. And now I'm home, relaxing. Got my Pine Meadows Hobby Farm mug right here. You guys can check out the links below and at the end of this video to be able to buy your own cups from my merchandise. Anyway, I thought I'd just go ahead and do a video on just a casual chat. We'll talk about a couple of things and I'll answer some viewer mail on the show. So you guys can see what's happening around the homestead. Excuse me while I get comfortable here. So I got my comfortable slippers on. I'm in my recliner and I'm relaxing. A lot of things going on the homestead right now. We just slipped into getting into colder weather. We're expecting a winter storm tomorrow. And I got the gravel paths laid just in time. Because I've been whining about having to deal with the mud and getting slippery out there in the wet back. We have a clay material, so when it gets wet, it gets really slippery and it also sticks to my shoes and it gets everywhere. Not to the pleasure of my wife. So I'm able to tend to livestock a lot easier on that gravel because it gives me traction so I don't slide. And then also I got a lot done out in the back. I got all the livestock things updated, upgraded. My next project is to install the fencing that I already have for a chicken yard so the chickens don't run amok all over the place because we don't like them in the garden. They like to take dust baths in the soil and uproot my little plants that I got growing out there. And also they like to sit on our deck on a sunny day and poop. Chickens poop. They poop a lot. My wife don't like it. I don't like it either. But I do have that pressure washer that I'm able to pressure wash it off. I've also been planning and strategizing for things I need to do indoors because as the weather gets cooler outside and wetter and more inhospitable, I can move indoors. So imminently I have plans. We're going to be doing some projects I will announce later. I'm going to keep those a secret and a surprise. I also am, since I'm on vacation, I'm going to work on a couple of things. One thing is I'm going to continue working on my book. I have a book that is at Publishers. I'm pulling it back. I'm going to modify it and then put it back in. And then I'm going to do some paintings. I want to do, I don't do paintings really until it gets cold weather. So if you look earlier this year, I did a lot of paintings this year. But that was in the early part of the year. I am going to have some of my paintings scanned with my publisher, and we're going to offer them for sale. Haven't figured out where I'm going to sell them yet. Maybe eBay. I might start a web page. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to go that direction, but we'll see. And one painting I really want to do, it's going to be challenging for me. I always like to challenge myself with my art and pushing my limits. And then also I'm going to do something that's unique to me. It's my own style and it's my own things. It's not something that somebody else has done or taken from a picture that somebody else has taken. It's my own compilations. So it'll be unique art exclusively from me, Jerry Hanson. I would like to show you a couple of pieces that I've done. These are an example of some of the pieces I'm going to be scanning and offering for sale. Let me know in the comments below if any of you are interested in these, and maybe we can work out a way to get a painting to you. So indoor projects coming, painting. I want to do some painting. I have this drywall sculpture I've been working on over the years. Been trying my hand at that. I'm not very good at it because I'm not a sculptor, but it's something I like trying, and I like to experience everything. I want to experiment and experience everything. I've always been that way. I'm not afraid to shy away from anything. It's I guess it's just part of my eccentricity. I'm an artistic person. I'm a creative person. I'm very imaginative. And I do a lot of daydreaming, especially when I sit around on the porch swing and I daydream. Even right here in my chair, I'll sit here and just think about things and contemplate. Like, for instance, before I launch into a big project, I will sit there and I'll think and think and think really hard on the project and try to visualize it in my head, the whole project. Right now in my head, I'm working out details of the tree house. I really, really want to build that, and I've collected some more material for that. So that may come to happen this next year. I've got all the material for going inside. I've got material for putting it together, and perhaps it might be a, let's just put it this way, without saying too much, it might be a big event. That's all I'm going to say about that. Couple of reasons why I do want to build a treehouse. I've always loved building treehouses. When I was a kid, growing up on the coast, I had treehouses. I built treehouses. I built a 4-story treehouse one time. I built different styles of treehouses. I mean, these were houses, you know. So I've always been fascinated with that since I was a kid. You know, creating my own space, and so I've got this mountain, I've got a bunch of trees up there, I've got a bunch of material, and now I have the means to construct my own treehouse. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to work it out next year. I'm not going to say it's going to be one of my New Year's resolutions. And oh my goodness, speaking of New Year's resolutions, we're coming to the conclusion of this year. We only have like 8-9 more weeks to go of this year, and when I set out to line up a bunch of projects I wanted to get done this year, I didn't even get half of them done. So I've got some saved up for next year that I'll include in my next year's list. But I got some major, let's say this, I had an epic New Year's resolutions, a lot of them. And I think this is so epic because I guess I just stayed focused and true. and especially true to my audience to let them know that, hey, I'm in it to win it. I've got to get these things done. I want to do this for me. I want to do this for you guys, and also at the same time inspire. And that's what it gives me a warm and fuzzy feeling knowing that I'm inspiring people. I mean, just reading some of the comments from you guys just really warms my heart. Speaking of comments, let's get to the comments and I'll start answering some right here on this show. Here's an interesting comment from one of my viewers. He's been a longtime viewer. His name is William Swaggerty. He lives outside of San Antonio, Texas, building his own um, homestead, or at least venturing into that direction. And gosh, Bill, I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, I do understand that life it does get busy and get us sidetracked a little bit. But yeah, he said this one comment because it's about my epic diet. And because my viewers were asking me, what did you do to lose weight? And I explained it through that episode on what I did to lose weight. And he, in relating to what I eat and what I don't eat, he related to, uh, but as a good old boy, my own late old man still always believed that bacon and eggs is always a good part of your daily diet, in parentheses, at least once in a while. He goes, I'll eventually start to build my homestead in the southern, I'm going to slaughter this name, Tahlequah area near Lake Tenkiller. Um, Gosh, William, um, yes, it sounds like a dream to be able to get your own homestead going, especially near a lake. It sounds cool. It sounds really neat. I wish you the best, my friend. I really do. I got a friend. She's a longtime viewer. She's up in Canada on the island. Yeah, Island Exotics Homestead. And she says about my gravel paths, ha ha ha, not a very bright. And there's an icon there. I can't see what it says. I sure love those gravel walkways. My clay soil turns to mud every fall and winter, hoping next year to bring in gravel if finances allow. Uh, yeah, it can be expensive. I think, just honestly put, I think I've have it about $1,000 into my gravel. If you were to calculate it and pay for it yourself, but I'll tell you a secret. I got two of those truck and transfer loads of gravel delivered free. Yep. I can hear you guys. Yeah, I'm the king of bargains, and yeah, it seems that way. Coming across all kinds of neat deals with doing estate cleanups, developing relationships, and just knowing people and loving people and helping people. And I think that's the key. It's not for the idea of going out and getting stuff. It's just having a passion for people and just wanting them help, reach out and help and give of yourself, and just love them. It's just it's my nature, and these things that come my way, it boggles my mind. I'm so humbled by the generosity that I've received over the last several years. It's been yeah. Let's move on. um yeah, Island Exotic Homestead. That's one foreign language I can speak fluently is Canadian, eh? Yeah, I have family in Canada. My brother, nephews, nieces, cousins by the dozens, they live in Canada. I love traveling to Canada and traveling around. Anyway, Elizabeth, down in Redding, California, they survived the car fire. They have a homestead down there, and I did a video last night of when I get home in the dark, I have to feed my livestock. When I get up in the morning, it's dark. I have to feed my livestock because of this daylight savings time and the shorter season, the shorter days. And she says, "Yeah, well, my turkeys were still out. It was dark, and my chicken, my one of the roosters was out. Also, he didn't make it into the roost. He was on the front deck. You can see that video and see what I'm talking about." And she observed, "Yeah, I thought all the fowls should be roosting because it's still so dark, but there they are, wide awake." Is someone helping you with filming? Sure, not doing it yourself. There's obviously a lot to do before going to work. We have trouble with bears eating the hens. Have you had that trouble? The chicken wire wouldn't possibly work here. I look forward to every video and pray for you. God bless. Thank you. I am just so touched by comments from viewers like this. This is awesome. So to answer your question, we haven't had bear on this property. I have had the trail cams up. The bear have not crossed my fence line onto this property. The only thing that I've had problems with in the past is when that tree fell across my fence line and it created a gap and a pathway through which coyotes could get in. Yeah, I lost a lot of livestock that night through coyotes. Had a raccoon get into the chicken coop one night because this forgetful farmer forgot to shut the chicken coop door. But to answer your question, yes, the rooster survived. I just got him put away tonight. He's actually in the chicken coop now. And yeah, I'm doing all the filming myself. I have this tripod for my camera. I set the the camera up. I do a shot. I stop it. I change positions for the camera. So if you notice, you keep getting background camera angle changes, and that is a method in which filmmakers uses to keep changing angles and backgrounds of your subject. That way it maintains an interest because we humans have a short attention span. If we see one shot go on forever, like I've been on this shot for a long time, it's going to get kind of redundant and boring. You're going to start losing interest because I'm just rambling on and on and on and talking about really nothing. But I do this. I reach over, I grab the camera, and I move it to another position, get myself in position, and then I go on to another thought, or I finish my thought. That's what you guys are seeing. So I am filming the whole show with one camera, and I'm the one that's filming it. It does take. It's weird because when I'm filming an episode, while I'm filming it, typically I grab the camera, I go out, and I kind of know what I'm going to film. Like last night, I got home. It's like, I need to film a show because I hate the short days, and that would be make good video because I have a special feature on my camera. It's got night vision on it, so I could use that and some clever backlighting, and with the ambience of the farm lighting that we have in place. So I thought that would be a good video to show you guys what I have to go through, and it's reality. This is what I have to go through: is get up in the morning, it's dark, feed the livestock, get back, go to work for 12 hours, get home, it's dark, feed the livestock. So keeping it real, but in the process, changing camera angles to keep your interest, and also doing a little bit of, it's not so much acting as in, because while I'm filming, I'm also thinking about my next camera angle, and I'm also thinking ahead of what I'm going to be saying. So it's all on the fly. There's no script here. It's just I'm going on the fly, And like this show right here, I have no idea what I'm going to say in the next paragraph or next sentence. It just, whatever my mind comes to my mind. So this is reality. And I'm getting ready to change the camera again because I've been on this angle a little bit too long. So we're going to change it again, reposition myself, and then continue the dialogue. So that's how it goes with me filming the show, yeah, by myself. So I hope I answered that question for you. I hope I didn't miss anything. Oh, chicken wire. Yes, because we don't have the bears. We don't have. I've been thinking about upgrading the chicken coop lately because I wanted to. I put it on a cement slab and upgrade the wire to a more sturdier wire because when we were filming the reality show Homestead Rescue, while the Rainey families were here, Matt Rainey did make a comment about the chicken wire, and I've been thinking about that comment a lot. So if and when a bear does get on, at least we have a little bit of protection for my chickens. Okay, you notice I just moved the camera, but I turned it off, moved it, turned it back on, got back into position, and there I am. Yep, doing it with, yeah, me filming. It's creative. Oh, I do have a couple of films on how I film different shows. So maybe I'll leave a link at the end of this show, and so you guys can see how you can actually watch me how I change the camera angles and stuff. So moving on, it's just like, oh yeah, Crystal Clark asked, please tell us if the little rooster survives the night. Yes, Crystal Clark, the rooster survived. Alive for a future dish of coq au vin, because we do eat our pets. Well, they're not pets. We got turkeys, and Thanksgiving is coming up. Yeah. Hint, hint, hint. Kate Spencer. Luckily, my job allows me to come in after daylight. We'll go home long after dark. Now, agree, hate time change. Another hater of this time change. Why do they do that? Why do they change the time? I just like, or keep doing it. Is it really necessary? Seriously. Uh, okay. Oh, oh, here the Chrysula no name. Okay. Uh, she wrote. She's not homesteading and spending hours and hours in the dark. She says, in capitals, "Your life looks way better." And it's just like I have my hard times, but I actually enjoy them because I love the farm life. As a kid, I've always dreamt of having a farm, and here I am, an old fossil, and I finally have a farm. Okay, do you know how you can tell that you're old enough to be a fossil? It's simple. Yep, when you just simply start farting dust, you're a fossil. Mm-hmm. Just ask my wife. Yep. And the once and future geek. The Rat Patrol looks like they're doing a good work. And he's a gorgeous cat, too. Actually, he's my daughter's cat. She moved on to the fifth wheel, the 40-foot fifth wheel, for a while because the ranch where she was living and renting sold. So she had to move. So I'm very fortunate to be able to have this place to accommodate her because our region is having a serious shortage of housing right now due to the devastating wildfires we had this summer. We had lost two communities, which is about over 2,000 residences were destroyed, and those people either moved away or grabbed up what was available. Some people are still living in their cars. It's sad. It's sad. Yeah. So Reverend Christine Cat, Port Orford is full of big rats. There are a lot of cats here. Would be a lot worse without them. Go out about 2 a.m. and you will see cats everywhere. Um, You know what, Christine? I would love, love, love to make a day trip to Port Orford. I don't think you guys realize this, but there's a lighthouse over there called Cape Blanco. Yeah, Cape Blanco Lighthouse. And I've always been attracted to lighthouses. I grew up on the Oregon coast, and I want to go over there and film in that spot because there's something significant about that spot at that lighthouse. It's the farthest point west you can get in the contiguous United States. And Port Orford just happens to be right down the street. So I may be making a trip over there really soon because I am on vacation and I need a break from the homestead. Azalea Akers, she wrote, ew. I'll let you guys read that for yourself. It's kind of gross. Anyway, yeah, it's life on the farm. It's really what it is. And wow. Uh, Chad Boomer says, my ranch cat and myself have a record of 17 rats in one day out of the chicken coop. Pitchforking, working hay in the hay barn. The cat sits there and watches the mice run. We have a system. Stomp and kick and he eats. Ooh, must be a fat cat. Yeah, I love the cats, but that cat's my daughter's cat. He gets fed, and boy, he's still a good mouser. She actually has three of those felines, and I am really happy that they're here. Um, yeah, so that Nomad trailer that I'm restoring. I'll be doing some more work in the spring, but I'll be in the process of ordering all the parts through the winter. That way, when spring comes, I'll have everything ready to just jump into it and start making some series of episodes on restoring it because I can tear it down and then I'll have all the products here to restore it. So we'll start buying the products as I can afford them because apparently my YouTube channel is doing better than I thought it would. It's just going up. There's more people. I mean, my niche in the viewing audiences is just like homesteading. It's not a very big niche, but it's something I enjoy doing, and I'm going to stick to it. But I think my biggest audience is into when I do the automobile repair and home improvements. That's where my biggest audience comes in, and also self improvement. My weight loss thing really touched a chord on a lot of people and really helps. Yeah. So wonderful, wonderful comments. I look forward to reading my comments. I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Like I've been working these long 12-hour shifts several days in a row, and now I'm on vacation. I'll be able to get to your comments a little bit faster. Um, I just wanted to let you guys know I am on what is it, Facebook. I post my videos on Facebook and Pinterest and Reddit and Blogger and Tumblr. I think yeah, I think I do Parlor. There's several social media platforms I vlog on. I just post my videos. I don't really do a bunch of communication on Facebook. Um, I, folks, I simply really don't have the time. Basically, all I have time to do is quickly go through my viewers' comments and answer those. Um, and I so somebody made a statement there, and one of my viewers said I'm an awfully busy man. And it's like, when I sit back in retrospect and look, it's just like, yes, I am really, really busy. I've got so many things going on simultaneously, and that's just my life right now. It's settling down because it's getting into winter, and I'll be this week, for instance, I've got to go do some canning. I got a bunch of canning to do, a bunch, and some projects I got to get done, and some videos I'm going to film and process. And it takes time to shoot a video, and it takes longer to process the video, to produce it than it is to shoot it. So that takes up some of my evening time. And so I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video and edit it and produce it, and we'll get it uploaded for you guys to see in the morning. But that's my life, and that's what we got going on. And I want to thank you guys for joining me on this conversation. I'm your host, Jerry Hanson. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I am humbled that you guys chose to tune in and watch our shows. That is, it never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, you guys are just such wonderful fans, and thank you for the comments. I really do appreciate those, and I'm really touched by those. Look forward to those, the art pieces that I will be posting. Please subscribe, then click that bell icon. That alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Click that share button and share our videos on those social media platforms and your social media platforms that I already mentioned, because that really helps advertise our channel. Leave a comment or a compliment. I don't mind compliments. I like them. And also check out the video links I have below on it's a series on how to find property and buy it for cheap. There's property. I'm still finding property out there really cheap, so you can build your homestead, or even if you don't want a homestead, just start your dream of home ownership, land ownership for that matter. Yes, please always stay safe. These are trying times we're going through. Yeah, and please always be kind. We'll see you guys in the next episode, all right?